Move these little tabs. You can't have the tab facing upward because if you do, it's going to crack your frame. Recycle as you do your DIYs. I'm going to do this with all of them. I'm going to remove these little tabs and then I'll come back and show you the. I'm using the mat that came inside the frames and a marker to trace a line all the way around, as you can see here, on that glass. And now I'm going to use my masking tape that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. And I am going to cover the middle, the inside of that glass. The part that is not covered, I am going to give it a light mist of white spray paint. I am following the same exact steps with the 5x7 frame that goes on top of the lantern. Only on this frame, I am going to trace the little lantern that I am going to glue in the middle so that it has that coverage of spray paint also. Making sure that when you're going to spray paint the glass, make sure that the tape is on the side that you're going to spray paint and just give it a light mist. Using some silver Krylon paint from Walmart that costs $4, I'm going to spray paint all 5 frames. I used a pack of hinges that I purchased from Walmart for 98 cents, the smaller ones, to glue them on 2 of the frames to give it the appearance that it could be opened. You don't have to do this step if you choose not to. Here I'm just removing that masking tape from the 5x7 frame, and this is going to be the top of my lantern. I'm taking some Fix-It-All adhesive and I'm going to glue that little lantern that I purchased for $1.98 at Walmart in their seasonal section. Then with that same Fix-It-All adhesive, I am going to hot glue all those frames, all 4 long frames together to create my lantern. I'm using my hot glue gun with Gorilla Hot Glue to glue strips of diamond wrap around all 4 of my frames. So on all 4 sides, all 4 frames, including the top frame, I am going to hot glue diamond wrap all over them. I'm placing the lantern upright on a piece of foam board. That foam board is industrial type. I purchased it from the flea market. I'm going to take a pencil, stick my hand inside the lantern, trace that square that you see right there. Once the square is traced, I'm taking the ruler, metal ruler, and with a utility knife, I'm going to cut that square out. Then I'm taking this type of paper. I purchased this at the hobby store and 2 come in a pack for $2. I'm going to take that square made from the foam board. I'm going to trace it on that paper, giving me extra so that I can fold that scrapbooking paper or decorative paper, whatever it is. It is thicker than scrapbooking paper. I'm going to write on both sides of that foam square, which is the bottom and which is the top. Then with a razor, I am going to scorch the paper on all four sides because that paper is really stiff, so that I can fold it. And then I'm going to cut with the scissors the corners of it. And I'm going to take that paper and hot glue that square of foam in the middle of that square that I created with the paper, just like that, leaving those little edges so that I can fold them over once I put the hot glue on it. And now I'm just going to place the lantern right on top, and it fits perfectly. I'm going to put some batteries and a push light. Put the cover back on the push light. I'm going to remove the backing of that sticky backing that the push light comes with. And I'm going to use some Fix All adhesive on it. And I'm going to spread that adhesive. Then I'm going to put some hot glue and place it in the other side like that of where I had placed that little lantern on that top frame. Now I'm going to take that type of LED light that are the flowers, and they sell those at the Dollar Tree. Two come in a pack, and they light up multicolor. This is a piece of jewelry that I had, and I'm going to use adhesive, the Fix All adhesive, to glue it as a handle to my lantern. Here I am measuring some crystals that I purchased from Amazon, and the beads are not crystal, but the teardrop is. I'm using some Gorilla Hot glue in the middle of that push light and a little bit of adhesive. I'm going to hold that crystal bead in the middle and let that hot glue dry. Now I'm going to take a silver platter from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to place my template from the frames in the middle, and as you can see there, I'm going to shrink it because I'm going to not use that extra round edge in that platter. This is going to give me something that resembles a mirror, and I'm going to use the metal ruler with a razor, being very careful that I don't cut myself or you don't cut yourself. And I'm going to cut one side of that platter. Then I'm going to take the scissors and continue cutting that piece out so that I don't mess up the round frame, because I am going to use that round frame for a different DIY. I'm applying some Fix It All adhesive to all four sides of that piece that I cut out of that platter, and I'm going to glue that inside the lantern, straight back in the back side from where you see that little jewelry piece that I used as a knob. Right straight on the other side, I'm going to use that platter as a glass. I only use Fix It All adhesive because the hot glue would melt the plastic. I am then taking two Dollar Tree square mirrors, and I'm going to place them on top of that glass looking piece of platter that I just cut out. And I waited about 2 hours before I glued those mirrors onto that silver platter piece that I glued there. I am now taking some heavy objects and I am placing them on top of those mirrors so that they push down on it and they dry in place, because I didn't use hot glue. Now I'm taking some Fix All adhesive and all three pieces, the platter and the two mirrors, are dry. I am now taking some diamond wrap, and the same size that I used for the outer edges of the frames, I am using that same size that I already measured, and I cut in the inside where those mirrors meet that platter, and it's going to make it all come together. I'm placing the diamond wrap on the very edge, allowing the mirrors to guide the straightness of the diamond wrap, and I am putting the adhesive, and then I am spreading the adhesive very thinly with a Q-tip. That's what you see me doing there. Once I spread the adhesive with the Q-tip, then I gently spread down the diamond wrap, and I give it an hour to dry, and that's all that you have to do. I'm going to show you, if you look at the bottom, if I lift this up, and I'm going to do it gently, that whole entire bottom comes out, okay? I purchased these acrylic crystals with the LED multi-lights from the Dollar Tree. And once you have all your gems in there and everything is out of the way, all you have to do is take your lantern and place it back in there. Here, okay, just lifts up. Okay, now this part is where I glued the crystal to the push light. And that's all you have to do. I can change the battery. And when I put this back on here, on this small lantern here, the top doesn't come off. Okay, this is how it came. This one, this is a LED light, and it's the flower type. Two come in a pack. This one, you remove a little tab that comes in one of those. You pull it out. You switch this little switch here, and it changes its multi-floral arrangement. And that little butterfly, those are stickers from the Dollar Tree. I think like 12 came in one pack. I added different flowers to that one piece. I added these flowers right here and these right here. This big rose and these, not that one, but this one, this one, this one, and this one came with the thing with these little pearls here. That came in one. I added the butterfly stick. Now over here, I added more of those butterflies. This is a piece of custom jewelry that my daughter gave me. And where is it? This right here is an earring that had that little thing right there that looked like a door knocker to me. So I spray painted white. I added glitter. I added more butterflies right here. Another butterfly right there. I took 3 different types of ribbon. I bought at the same section where I bought the flowers at the wedding. They have like a white wedding section where you buy white ribbon, where you buy white roses. And in that same section, I bought this ribbon, which is wire. And there's a small one right here, but it's the same type, only thinner. You can see that. This one's wider, this one's thinner. I added some of this ribbon, some of the thinner ribbon, and I added some more of those flowers that I use on top with the rhinestones in them. A couple come in a bouquet, so it's little bouquets, and you can cut them out and you can glue them wherever. So I glued 2 there, and these also are from the top. I glued that one there. Then I took the ribbon and I made a bow. I made the first bow with the wider ribbon. Then I took the 3 smaller ribbons and I made a bow to be more or less the same size as the bigger one. I put some hot glue and I glued it right under this thing here that's supposed to be the door knob or whatever. And then I tried to maneuver the ribbon that has the wire on it so that it could look like it's a swirl. I added more of those butterflies, and I did use the hot glue gun, a little bit of hot glue, to make sure that the butterflies do not fall out of the ribbons. Okay, and the kind of hot glue that I used was Gorilla Hot Glue, which is the best because it gives you a better hold. You will be able to see the lights in there, and the crystals allow the push light to illuminate the entire piece a little bit more, and those crystals do too. Now those dangling crystals right there, those are not real crystals. However, the teardrop, that one is real. These I bought from Amazon. And remembering always that if I have breakable stuff in there and I pick it up, it will fall and break. But I'm not going to. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Please remember, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Please like, comment, and